Hello, my name is Pat Bohse, and I will be the host for the show today called Welcome to SCAN. SCAN is a not-for-profit, and we are located in the Monmouth Mall. We have been producing Welcome to SCAN for several years, and I'm really pleased to have with us one of the wonderful organizations that have been working in this community for many years, Family and Children's Services. And with us today, we have Delly Beekman, CEO, and Samantha White, Manager of Volunteer Services for Family and Children's Services in Monmouth County, which, like I said, has been one of the oldest not-for-profit social service agencies in town. I'm really pleased to have them with us. Delly comes to us from several positions. She was a member of the Family and Children's Services Board of Directors for 24 years before she was appointed the CEO in 2013 for this fabulous organization, and since then has overseen many of the agency's milestones, including the expansion of the Adult Protective Service Program into Middlesex County. Delly has an extensive background in advocacy, having served as president of the Junior League of Monmouth County and the Association of Junior League International. So welcome.
Thank you.
And also with us we have Samantha White. And I do know Samantha personally. We've worked together in the past, and so I'm really pleased to have you here. Yeah. Samantha is responsible for overseeing the agency's retirement and senior volunteer program, better known as RSVP, which includes more than 300 senior volunteers and still counting.
Yeah.
Samantha also manages the RSVP in-school volunteer programs called Reading Buddies and Healthy Buddies, and we'll learn a little more about those programs, as well as the State Health Insurance Program of Monmouth County, or better known as SHIP. And again, we do have some of your SHIP counselors here who work with us on a regular basis, and we're really pleased about that. The other program that Samantha oversees is Kids Co-op and Operation Sleigh Bells, which probably you're taking a deep breath because it's just over. It seems long ago, but it's only a month or so, and the agency's annual holiday giving. So again, welcome to both of you. I'm just really happy to have you here. This is a really special segment because we will be talking about a lot of the services that you provide to the community that are just so vital, especially in this time and place where everyone's being encouraged to stay home, and people want to stay home and remain there for as long as they possibly can. And a lot of the stuff that you do keep them mentally, physically healthy, and also when they need help, you provide that service. So one of the questions for you, Delly, is Family and Children's Services has been around meeting the needs for residents for 105 years. Wow. And as someone who has supported the agency for over a quarter of a century, that sounds really long, but it goes fast when you're having fun, yes?
Right.
First as a volunteer and now as the CEO, what has been your first-hand knowledge, or what have you seen as far as the impact of the agency having on the people's lives that you serve?
Thank you very much for having us today, Pat. And as you mentioned, I am a long-time volunteer with Family and Children's Service. I actually started volunteering with one of our programs, and then I moved on to the board, and now I have the privilege of serving as CEO. And we have a lot of volunteers in the same position as I. In fact, we have some that have been with the agency for 50 years. So wow. I think that's part of the secret as to why we have been around for so long. And I think the main reason is that because of a commitment to our mission. And our mission is to serve people at vulnerable times in their lives through education, intervention, care, and counseling. And so our programs have changed and grown over the years depending on the needs of our citizens in our community. And in fact, we were instrumental in starting SCAN. And so it was really a pleasure to celebrate your anniversary last year, because we were in the collaboration that first began the SCAN program.
I wasn't aware of that, so I'm really happy to hear that.
Yeah, it was exciting. There were about 4 different kinds of organizations. It was first called Oasis, and then it moved into being SCAN. So we currently have 11 programs. Most of them are unduplicated in our community, so they're really fulfilling very essential needs, and as I said, helping people that are most vulnerable.
And what I have found since I've been in the position is that there really is very little duplication of service here in Monmouth County, which is wonderful. That means that all of the dollars is being spent appropriately and for those who need it. And so I'm going to ask you now a few questions in regards to, it's established that 1 in 4 older Americans will be making a positive impact on their local community by volunteering. And that number is expected to climb as more baby boomers reach retirement age. Not sure they'll ever retire, but they'll always have some extra time. As Family and Children's Services Manager of Volunteer Services, these statistics must make you happy.
Yes.
Can you tell us some ways that seniors are positively influencing the community through volunteering, and what type of volunteer opportunities do you have available?
Sure. FCS has always been striving to provide services that impact the lives of seniors and help keep them engaged, especially in their community. And what we're finding is that many seniors think they're having more time on their hands. Some, as you said, are continuing to work, but they're learning that they need to work and add something for themselves as well. So a lot of times we'll get calls for people who are interested in volunteering, and the largest thing is they want to make a difference. They want to help others, impact their community, and that's what they're looking for. But what we're finding is that oftentimes it's the volunteers themselves that are getting the most out of their volunteer placement. And there is research that shows that people who volunteer are living healthier, happier, longer lives because they are engaged in their community and they're doing something every day for themselves. They're getting out, they're working with people, they're working with younger people, so it keeps them young at heart. So we love that. And FCS tries to provide different opportunities to use the skills that they have worked a lifetime to create, and help keep them impacted in what they're doing. So our opportunities are as varied as the volunteers themselves that we have. So as you mentioned, we are lucky enough to be the sponsor agency for the RSVP, Retired Senior Volunteer Program, which is open to anyone in Monmouth County that is 55 or over and is looking for volunteer placement, be it for a couple hours a week or up to 30 hours a week that they're looking to volunteer. So if there's someone, for instance, who loves reading, who loves literature, who loves working with children, then I would highly recommend our Reading Buddies program. We go into 17 elementary schools in Monmouth County.
Wow, that's gross.
Yes, we work with students in kindergarten through 2nd grade. And we read to them on a weekly basis for just an hour. And our hope of the program is just to instill a love of literature and reading in our new younger generation. And then if you're someone who perhaps you've taken up yoga, or you have a great need to share your nutritional information that you love so much in your life, 2 years ago we started Healthy Buddies. So we again go into elementary schools. We have 4 right now, and we work with the children, teaching them about the importance of nutrition and physical fitness. Since childhood obesity is becoming such an epidemic in the world and in our country,
Sure.
that's something we wanted to start to combat. So those are 2 really great programs. But again, we have opportunities if someone's interested in volunteering at our thrift boutique, if someone is looking to work as one of our counselors for the SHIP program. And we also partner up with a lot of other nonprofits in Monmouth County who are looking for volunteers. So there's something for everyone. That's what I always say.
And so if they were interested in volunteering, how would they get in touch with you?
You can call our office. I think the number will be provided here in the program. They can call our office and just ask to speak to someone in the Volunteer Services Department. And we speak to you. We learn about what your interests are, what your skills are, what your hobbies are. And we try to find a placement that's going to make you happy to go every week. That's what we want. We want you wanting to volunteer, not feeling like it's a job. It should be something that brings joy to your life.
And depending on what they volunteer, they should like the people that they're volunteering with.
Exactly. Exactly.
What I really love about the opportunity for people to volunteer is, yes, I don't find too many people who have lots of extra hours, but they really do have a commitment to giving back. And so once they make that, they're probably incredibly reliable. They show up all of the time.
Yes.
And they show an interest, whether it's children or seniors or high school students and stuff like
Exactly.
that. They just like being with them.
Yeah.
And we do know that socialization as we age, well, anytime, is just really, really important.
Yes.
Because we know that if people don't plan on retirement and they retire, the day after they retire and they have no place to go, and they don't have that title anymore, and the phone's not ringing, that they become depressed and then usually become ill quicker than if they planned on it.
Exactly.
So again, our role is to make sure they have a place to come
Something to do and keep
to
them
do
happy.
and meet new people and refer them to you for volunteer opportunities. So you had mentioned the program SHIP.
Yes.
So it's a program near and dear to my heart, probably nearer and dearer than I am right now. I'm hoping to be trained to be a SHIP counselor. But tell the world what SHIP means and how this program really helps people.
I would love to. So SHIP is something that we help at FCS. We like to provide counseling for seniors because life gets complicated and things get interesting. So we want to make sure that we have services that can help you with that. So SHIP is the State Health Insurance Assistance Program. And it's a statewide program available in all 21 counties in New Jersey. So in case you're watching and there's someone that you know who does not live in Monmouth County but could use this service, it is available in all 21 counties. And it is to help you with your Medicare questions. So we can help any Medicare or dual Medicare, Medicaid beneficiary who needs to cut through that confusion and figure out what kind of coverage is best for them in terms of their health insurance. So we have trained counselors. Currently I have 17, perhaps soon to be 18, who work at 16 different locations. And as you mentioned, right here we have someone at the Scan Center once a week who's able to meet with anyone to answer their questions. It is free, it is unbiased, it is confidential, and it is just a really great program. And last year we were lucky enough that we have more than 50% more clients that we helped in 2013. And as the baby boomers are starting to age, more and more people are reaching that age of Medicare eligibility. And so we think that this is a program that's just going to continue to grow and grow and grow. And it's really great, and I'm so happy that we are able to provide this service. So as a counselor myself too, it really is something that's just so helpful.
And there's just so many questions. I mean, there's just so many things that are misunderstood about Medicare.
Yes.
And, I have people come up and say, I really have to apply for it? Don't they just give it to me? I was like, no, you really do need to notify them.
I know, and and every year there's something different that they're changing, and so it's always important to keep up on what kind of coverage you do have. Is it correct for me? In addition, we can also help if anyone has billing issues, if they have something they think is incorrect on their billing statement from Medicare, or they're not sure where to turn or what to do. We're a good resource, again, for any of their insurance questions that
So
they
we're
may have.
happy to have you here, and we
we're
will
happy to be
continue that relationship. So, Delly, while we're talking about volunteering, it's clear not all older people are capable of helping others. In fact, as they age, many seniors may need daily assistance to remain independent at home. What type of services do you provide to seniors, and what is the spectrum in regards to those services who need that extra help?
Yeah, that's true. It's natural for people to want to stay at home, as we get older. But sometimes circumstances change for people, which can make that more difficult. Our elderly neighbors and our loved ones may need help getting dressed in the morning or preparing meals, but if they have that little bit of help, they would still be able to stay at home. And so that's where we come in. Our home care program provides services to our clients who prefer to remain at home, but it also allows them to have some independence and dignity. Our certified home health aides, and we also have supportive aides, can assist with a wide range of daily living needs that someone might have, such as cleaning, driving them to appointments, getting dressed in the morning, or as I said, preparing meals. Sometimes people are uncomfortable initially welcoming a stranger into their homes. But the other side of it is that it can be very exhausting for family members to have to be providing all of these services while they probably all have jobs and children and, busy lives at the same time. And I personally are having this experience in our family because my father's in his 90s and my mother is in her 80s, and my father has macular degeneration. And so my mother really is the primary caretaker for my father. And we've been able to bring in home health aides, although not in Monmouth County, from Family and Children's Service. And it's really made a big difference in their lives, not only to allow my mother to do some things with her friends or go shopping, but also I think they're very interested in the life and the experience of the home health aide. So it opens up a whole new socialization opportunity, and I'm sure the aide really is enjoying getting to know my parents. We're very proud of our reputation for our home care department. All of our aides are licensed by the state of New Jersey, and they have great supervision and training from the director of nursing. We currently have 85 aides that serve more than 200 clients in Monmouth County, and it might range from 24-hour live-in care to, as I said, just a few hours a week to get somebody out of bed in the morning and help to get them dressed. But we really find that our aides become almost family to some of these seniors. And we just had our annual evaluation among our clients, and they just received raved compliments because I think especially because of the kind of care and compassion that they show every day for our clients.
Well, I have to tell you that we did use your service when Mom was homebound and Dad was taking care of her. So I think we had a health aide come in 3 times a week, if maybe even every day in the morning, just to get Mom up and get her going. And it was wonderful. And yes, the relationship between my father and the aide was enjoyable. They really did enjoy each other's company and help each other a lot. So contact information, is there a phone number that people can get in touch with as far as the home health program?
Sure. It's the same number that I think is going to be shown on the screen for the agency itself. So it's 732-222-9111 or 732-531-9111. And they can just ask for the home care department.
Perfect. Very great. The other thing, we have about 2 minutes left only. My only question is, and I know that you do programs in regards to abuse and neglect.
Yes, we do.
And so can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. The frail and care-dependent elderly are often the most vulnerable in our society. They're susceptible to physical and mental abuse, as well as financial exploitation and neglect. And unfortunately, just like child abuse and domestic violence, it can come in many forms at many times. It knows no income level or ethnicity, so it can impact any family. Our protective services social workers investigate reports of suspected abuse, neglect, and exploitation of vulnerable adults. We're the sole provider, again, of this service in Monmouth County, and so references can come from all over. Referrals can be made by, the police, by a neighbor, by another family member, by a doctor. I mean, there's a myriad way of our referring referrals, and then one of our trained social workers goes out and investigates the case. And if they determine that our services can help in this situation, we have all kinds of opportunities to connect them with other resources in the community, as well as provide services ourselves. And it might just run from a home health aide going in because the person's not feeding themselves, getting good meals, all the way to needing legal advice.
So with our 30 seconds left, tell us about your thrift shop, because that's really important.
Oh, I would love to. Our thrift boutique is located at 307 Branchport Avenue in Long Branch. We accept donations of men's and women's new and gently used clothing, homeware, and accessories. It is a great place to shop and to donate, so if you find yourself downsizing or anything else that you may have in your life, come stop by. It's a great place.
And I've been there, so I want to thank you both for being available. We will put the address up for the boutique also, that
great.
people can see it.
Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you so much for the services that you provide.
Thanks so much, Pat.
Take it from me. Living with a chronic disease is no easy task, but I learned to better manage my health condition, and you can too. Take Control of Your Health is the chronic disease self-management program created by Stanford University. This fun, innovative course is now offered to all county residents. Diabetes, arthritis, heart disease, cancer. Take Control of Your Health gives proven strategies to manage these conditions and reclaim your life. See how nutrition, exercise, and various mind techniques can help you overcome depression, increase energy, and manage pain. You'll not only get this book when you participate, you'll also receive the guidance and support of others living with a chronic illness, just like you. Take control of your health in 6 short sessions.
Call the number on your screen to register or get further information at scannj.com. Brought to you by SCAN, Social Community Activities Network, with funding made available by the Monmouth County Office on Aging.
Welcome back. My name is Pat Bohse, and I am the host for Welcome to SCAN. And now we have with us Andrea Tarr, the Program Director for SCAN. Welcome.
Hey Pat, it's good to be here with you today.
Yeah, we have a lot of things going on at SCAN, and so I wanted to take this opportunity to highlight some of the new things that we are doing coming up soon.
Well, of course, we've just finished our winter round of Campus of Courses, which is held in Boscov. And, you know, typically we get about 600 people coming through the doors, and that's always very exciting and a little crazy at the same time.
What I like about those classes is that it really gives us the opportunity to try out new things that we might be able to then incorporate into our regular schedule. So while they are a little nerve-wracking as far as setting them up, and but they're usually incredibly educational and a good barometer for us. So I wanted to thank you and your team for pulling those off and
You're welcome.
bearing with it for all of those wonderful long days.
It is fun, and it's also an opportunity to put things out there that we wouldn't normally even put in our schedule, but a great opportunity, you know, getting people in the door. So it's over now, though, yay.
And so one of those leads up to the next new thing that we're doing.
Yes. Yes, we have a lot of new things, and we have a meetup. We started a meetup a few months ago, and for people who don't know what a meetup is, it's really like an online organization. It's an international forum, really. It's meetup.com, and it's a place where we're reaching out to people that we wouldn't normally reach out to on the internet. And we've started a group, and it's the Social Activities. What is it? Social Community Activities Network for active adults, and you'll find that if you go to meetup.com. And it's just a way for us to connect with people, and we're doing different activities, you know, for example, happy hour activities, and we're also using it to promote our own SCAN activities, but we're going to do a walking tour of Asbury. You know, we're reaching to people in other ways.
And
So
again,
that's a
I'm
whole
really
other
excited
thing.
about that because we were just talking about the importance of socialization
Right.
to keep people healthy
Right.
mentally, physically, emotionally. So SCAN is the conduit for that going forward.
Right, and that is really should have a big social impact, yes. And then, of course, just to let everyone know that our spring-summer semester doesn't begin for a while, but that's going to begin in May, the beginning of May. And spring-summer is, you know, it goes through, I think, through like the end of July. And then we get a little bit of break while we're preparing for the fall.
Yes, a little bit of break.
A little bit of a break, so that'll be coming up. But also, you know, we've been working, of course, with the food bank for a variety of different things, and right now, you know, it's tax season, and so they have a VITA program, which is a voluntary program for tax professionals. They will prepare your taxes for free if you meet a certain eligibility. We do have information for this on our website, and of course you can always call the food bank yourself, anyone, to find out if you are eligible. They do come here to scan on a walk-in basis. That will run through April 12th.
Great. And the other program that we're doing with the food bank is?
Well, they are certified navigators. They have certain people there who are certified navigators, meaning they've gone through training for the Affordable Health Care Act, or Obamacare, as some people would call it. So they will help you find out what medical insurance is right for you, and they'll show you all your choices, and they'll actually help you with the entire enrollment process.
And what I'm really finding to be incredibly wonderful about the food bank is that there's two concepts for the food bank. One is that they're in the food business, of course, as far as providing food to pantries and soup kitchens and to people in need. But the bank piece, literally, they are seeing themselves as becoming the conduit for people to become sustainable on their own.
Right.
And so they're going into all of these other kinds of programs, and I'm just really very happy that we're partnering with them.
Yeah, they really have been wonderful, very knowledgeable. We've had very good feedback. I mean, it's a walk-in service, but to find out what you need to have with you, I would recommend anyone who's interested, you should call the food bank or go on our website, and there are links, but you should, because you do need to bring some paperwork with you. Also, you know, I always like to remind people that even though SCAN is a membership-based organization, we are open to the public. Anyone could come here and take a class, and we just like to mention that again. Membership is $30, and for the first year, right, to join, and then $15 thereafter to renew. And of course, membership does have its perks, and that would include really you can take the classes at a lower price, significantly lower.
And we do have a lot of free classes now.
Yes, lots and lots of free classes. But I think one of the best perks of membership has to do with the campus of courses, because you can take an unlimited amount of classes at the campus of courses for free.
2 times a year that we have them.
2 times a year. Some of them are free, but all of the rest are $5.
I'm just excited about that.
And so, yeah, a lot of people, I'm glad to see, have really come through and taken advantage
Can
of that.
maybe we have a minute left, so why don't you just tell them about our signature programs that we're rolling out?
Our 3 signature programs are Take Control of Your Health, Financial Literacy for older women and men too.
And I'm doing that one.
Yes, that's right, and Brain Fitness.
Yeah, I'm really excited about what we have proposed for the coming semester, and I am really encouraging people to come down to SCAN, take a tour. Staff are very user-friendly. Take a class, because we do offer a class free
Try
to
one,
anyone.
exactly,
Try
always.
one free and
Yes.
see if you love it. And if you do, and we're in the middle of the semester, we will be more
Prorate
than
it.
happy to prorate the fees for those classes if there are any. The other thing I just want everyone to know is that we are going into the community. We're not expecting everyone to come here.
Right, no.
We're going to where they live. And so we look forward to people calling us and telling us what they like and when they'd like it, and we hope
And
to
how we can bring it to you.
to accommodate them. So I really would like to take this opportunity again to invite the public here to SCAN. Thank you.
How to locate SCAN. SCAN is easy to locate once you find the movie theater at Monmouth Mall. As you enter the parking lot from Route 35, the theater is almost directly ahead of you. Drive towards the theater, but go up along the left side into the parking lot. As you approach the end, you will see entrance number 3 on your right. Park and enter the building here. Once inside, you will see a staircase that only goes down. After passing through the doors at the bottom, turn to your left, and SCAN is right there.